It's your boy August Bleu, aka Scooby the Low, Westside Detroit Gangsters. My dad from East Coast Crip, 6 dudes.
And why do you think you never got put on or wanted to get put on with 6 Deuce East Coast?
I mean, I saw they get down and I saw the 80s get down, you know what I'm saying? And at a young age, I remember being in the 3rd grade, banging Detroit Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? I just seen how the two got down and I chose to be from where I'm from. My mom tried to keep me away from it. Like I said, my mom's a hard worker. It was great. My mom from the set too though. You know what I'm saying? My mom's my uncles and all that shit. And she tried to keep me away from that shit. But you know, it's like when you go to school, you experience a lot of shit on your own. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy because my mom, usually I would take my mom's car and drop her off at work. And then that's when I was doing in the streets. But then on this day, I had a female that was coming to pick me up, wanted to take me to the mall, spend some money on me or whatever. And you know, I went over there. I told my manager to drop me off, you know, and she was tripping. She was like, damn, well, you know, don't walk to the store. But she never made it an issue not to walk to the store. But on this day, she was like, don't walk to the store, don't walk to the store. I don't want you to walk to the store. I'm like, yeah, all right. The second I get out the car, I go in the spot. It's weed around, but ain't no swishers. So I'm like, man, tell my cousin, let's go to the store, get some swishers. We go to the store. The little female pulled up, but, you know, I was like, nah, like, just wait for me at the house. So when we get down there or whatever, when we get down there, we standing at the corner, you know, it's a little truck pull up and shit, little truck pull up. But it was a Mexican in it. I didn't see nobody else. I just saw the Mexican. And he's sitting there and he's staring at me. So, you know, I bang on him or whatever. And he didn't say nothing. He kind of smirked, drove off and shit like that. So me and my cousin, we cross the street, go in the store, get a switch, come back out. Nigga busting a bitch. And, you know what I'm saying? Shit. 3 motherfuckers hopped out. I tried to get away, but I couldn't.
Now this was the same car that you banged on?
Yeah.
The Hispanics?
No, it wasn't. It was a Hispanic who was driving, but it was 3 niggas who hopped out. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that was just a throw off or whatever. So, and yeah, they hopped out, they did their stuff. And then it was crazy because I was laying there and, you know, the police, they real fucked up. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Took them a while to get there any motherfucking way. They get there and, you know what I'm saying? I'm like literally dying and shit. And I grab on to, I think one of the officers was standing by me. And I started like kind of choking and shit, so I grabbed his leg. And he yanked his leg away from me like, don't grab me. So right there, I already know. Police don't give a fuck about you if you die or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just a job to them.
Did they ever arrest the shooters in that car?
Nah, cause they came to the room and they tried to get me to point out who it was and shit, you know what I'm saying, who the driver was. And I mean, I wasn't up for that. They wanted me to point out who the driver was and all that shit. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Then they was like, well, we can't help you if you don't point him out. I'm like, well, shit, I guess you just can't help me then. And I guess that made them mad, so they came to the room like 3 days later with a picture circled and a motherfucking signature on it. I'm like, who the fuck signature is that? They're like, oh, well, when we came to the room, you was, you know, they had you high off medicine and shit like this. We was telling, I'm like, nah, my nigga, I don't remember none of that. My mama was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that shit go down like that. So the police tried to make it out to seem like I circled something, and then, you know, eventually they was like, man, you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, point this dude out or whatever the case may be. And I just was like, shit, I don't know. When you get shot, man, and, you know, I lost my ability to walk, you know what I'm saying? I got a pistol, tubes, and all that other shit, you feel me? But life is what you make it. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I chose to do something more positive after that. But it was crazy because after I got shot, I went through this whole rehabilitation thing or whatever. And then when I got out, I still wanted to gangbang. In a wheelchair and everything. You know what I'm saying? I still wanted to sell dope, all that. But then I ended up getting shot at again. And the bitch ass nigga who I was with pushed me on my chair while the niggas was busting at us. And then, you know what I'm saying, I didn't get hit or nothing, but the suck ass nigga I was with, he got hit in the leg. And that right there let me know, like, man, I can't focus on my music and do what I really want to do if I'm still out here thugging. And then when I got out the hospital, I was blessed with I think it was like 2 racks, 2,500, a check. I went and cashed that motherfucker, went straight to the Guitar Center and bought a bunch of studio equipment. I mean, it wasn't much, but I made it work. I made a 27-track mixtape called 7 Shots Up, and I put that motherfucker out. I was supposed to drop it a whole bunch of times, but I kept pushing the date back, because I kept getting all this music and all this new material that I wanted to put out. Because at first, all my music before was just shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Because a lot of people had asked me, like, damn, how come, you know what I'm saying, your music ain't like that no more? It's because I'm not living like that no more, you know what I'm saying? I don't even live in a set no more, you know what I'm saying? I visit my homies, but I don't live in a set no more. I think a lot of people get shit fucked up. I mean, I thought at the end of the day, we was all trying to make it out that motherfucker, you feel me? You know, you need to stop doing what you're doing and get your stuff together. And I got little cousins who look up to me, you know what I'm saying? One of them want to be a rapper because he see what I'm doing. And so when I seen that, I was like, okay, I really got to go about shit the right way.
Before all this stuff happened, we was cool. When we even go in the projects, we'll have football games against each other.
These dudes now, they don't know about the early 90s. They into these old, skinny jean. Oh, I gotta get fresh, you know what I'm saying? Get the special little, whatever they doing to their face and their hair and little streaks in it and shit, and they hit the block, you feel me? We didn't do it like that, you know what I mean?